is going to be a driver to look out for next race. He was coming on strong in the final couple of laps there. He was gaining and gaining and gaining on the leaders.
Hello and welcome back to Closed Circuit Sports. I'm Drew Goldman, and this is Sunday morning of the second doubleheader. Finishing up the 2/3 point of the season in the medium class here in 206 at the Indy Karting Challenge at Whiteland Raceway Park. Firing it up for qualifying. And this was just, we're not going to show the whole thing, but it is kind of funny because, well, you'll see. It gives kind of a cool view, but it also could make you nauseous. We'll see. I happened to forget to tighten down the bolt on the mount, the final bolt, the one that, selects the angle. So once we hit a real turn, kind of hands to the left. And now we're in like a passenger seat looking out the window. So I thought about throwing data on it to change the viewpoint, but nah. It's just kind of a cool angle for a few seconds here. We're gonna get into it. After yesterday, in round 7, which went fine, could have been better. We're hoping to throw down a good time or two in qualifying and start where we're supposed to in the heat race. Have a representative time and not out-qualify ourselves and not leave anything any positions on the table. Just get a good start and see where it puts us for the final. So I'm kind of flipping to the in-lap there. Great views from here at Whiteland Raceway Park, now known as K1 Circuit Whiteland, but it will forever be WRP in our hearts. Pulling into the pits, looking completely to the left. I'm like, oh.
Asshole.
What are you looking at? All right, so qualifying. Top 6 are who we expected. 7, in fact. But then boom, it's your boy. I was kind of hoping to get Gage, but he's pretty quick. So I have some explaining to do. We're going out for the heat race, and I'm starting at 8th, and everybody fired up their engines before I had my helmet on. And I still thought we had another lap of them coming in. Shouldn't have been cutting it that close. I was there. I had my head sock on. I had my neck on already. The collar, excuse me. I just had the gloves in the lap. So they fired up the engines and everybody started pulling out and I didn't have my gloves on yet. So as you're seeing, I am trying not to lose either of them over the course of this formation lap. On this awesome twisty layout, look at that S's section. They used all the S's. So I'm trying to get one here, and we almost get it. Not quite. This is not my finest hour. I did things out of order because I was afraid to lose the position on the start. But given the way that it had gone yesterday with the heat race, I should have known that I would be able to jump back in if I needed to. I just wouldn't have the warm-up lap. I made a bad decision pulling out without my gloves on. And thinking that I would put them on the way like this is driving a regular car. This is always a two-hand drive. So anyway, here, I hit the brakes, apparently too hard, forget to blip the throttle enough, and my engine died, and now I have the second glove on. I can't believe I got it on the first pull. But I did, and we're back in the spot before the green flag! Luck, not skill, luck. I guess luck is when preparation meets skill. No. Oh my god. Almost get passed by the 22. Fighting for that position on the exit of the second S's into the third. He's got it. We lose another one to Reed. Oh my goodness, we lose another one to Patton. Not an ideal start. I'm gonna blame my momentum and all of them thinking that I am vulnerable. They were correct. Well, let's see what we can scrap back here, because I deserve some of these. Started up there in front of 22. Oh God, what happened to him? He made a mistake. Reed's going through. Can I ride through? On Patton, no. Oh my God, here goes Mike. All right, Haymaker's through on me now. Let's try and fight that one back. One corner, he's gonna fight with me for it. But we get it. Get it right back, that's good. Let's try and hold it. See if we can slide up the inside on Patton. Pardon me, sir. Thank you, sir. I was scrapping with him all day yesterday. He goes back. I knew that was gonna be a scrap. That wasn't gonna be nearly as easy. Come on. There goes 6. Easy. What am I talking about? Let's go. From the back of the grid. After a poor start. A fire under my ass. Good food in my belly. A little bit of coffee in me. Sore from the day before, but ready with this layout. Starting lap 4, let's see what this race ends up with. It's a longer lap than yesterday with much more of it spent at G. Much more time spent at G. There are 2 good straights here, and they both have 2 corners in them. 1, 2. That's one fast portion of the track. Into a twisty sector. Oh, little nudge. I don't know what he's mad about here. That was just a little nudge. That was more of a go get him than anything. That wasn't me saying excuse me. Saying go get it. Like, I do think you're quicker than him, sir. If you can keep yourself from making the mistake. But then I do think I am quicker than you as well. So whoever gets through on who first. Let's both squeak through on Reed, please. Oh my goodness, the 22 pulls off. No, the 21. That was Patton. Oh, I wanted to pass him. Okay, so now there's a gap. Shoot. We got a yellow flag up here for who? What? Oh, we got somebody off. We got another guy off. Oh my goodness. So I think that's Caden Wharf. And that was Mike running off the right-hand side of the track into the gravel. I think he gets back in. Correction, I know he gets back into the race. But now look at that. All of a sudden, we're in 10th and chasing Reed. 9th, excuse me, because yes, Patton, Wharf, and Haymaker all having issues on the same lap. Chasing Reed. Reed likes to chase me more than he likes being chased by me. So we'll see how long this fight takes, but we got Carroll right in front of him by about a second and a half. Let's see if we can go hawk him down in 3 laps. That's a big task, but let's see. A little wide there from Mr. Esslinger. I almost thought I had to avoid there. He parked it. Quit looking at me. If I'm chasing you, I'm trying to stay with you. You run as fast as you can. Stop. Stop looking over at me. Either point through. He's trying to tell if I'm faster. I see. I'm right here. It's okay. I'm right with you. But like, calm down. Don't trip. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Oh my goodness, dude. Don't trip. Let's go. Let's go get him. Mr. Carroll representing himself very well in this first weekend. Running both rounds, but both in medium. I made what I will call a mistake running the double-double, doing everything that Levi and Braden both did. Respect, man. There are not many people who ran 2 classes this weekend. I'm trying to think. Maybe Laser. I think Loose and Laser ran 2 classes. Simonellic might have run 2 classes. He may have run 206 and KA as well. I think Brian Williams, J. Brian Williams ran 2 classes. Troy Tony isn't old enough to run both those classes. Haha. Blows me away that Williams is older than Tony. Forgive me, Troy, but it is what it is. This is a 1-minute track here. This is longer than the day before by about 10 seconds. But we're chopping down at that right now. We got it down to a 58.5, 2 laps in a row. 58.2. Let's keep it cooking. White flag this time. Unfortunately, hindsight being 2020, I think this is the race that I put most of, like, this is where I peaked energy-wise over the weekend. I had too big of an adrenaline dump from the glove thing at the beginning of this race. It was very, oh, I'm gonna make a West Wing reference. There's a great scene in the West Wing where Mrs. Bartlett, right before the debate, big debate, where Jed's about to go out and face the George W. Bush stand-in for an awesome debate scene, but he's not fired up. Checkers. Well done by Mr. Carroll to hold serve, play good defense. We set our best lap on the last lap of the race. She didn't like his tie, but it was literally not about the tie. If you watch the episode, you'll get it. They're literally talking about a thing that she knows how he feels, and he's about to make a compromise that he shouldn't make, and she knows how he feels is why it's good. Because if she was trying to just enforce her will, that wouldn't be good. But in this case, she did an awesome thing in the show, and it's one of the best moments that I can remember of, like, manufactured stress being proven to be a good thing. She cuts his tie with scissors. She, like, snips it right before he walks out for the debate and, like, smiles at him. And so he gets all worked up and riled up, and they put a new tie on him, and he has to walk out there last second, and then he's fired up and ready to go. And it's a great scene. That was, more of a cut the tie moment than the collar thing from the day before. The collar thing, I thought I had done something wrong, or that maybe I had lost my air intake or something stupid, like something that was going to black flag me from the race and keep me from running the race. Instead, they just gave me my collar, which I was like, oh, I thought I had lost. I thought I didn't. I must have forgot it in the garage, and I should have ran with it, but I didn't. And okay, like I just run this race. I run this race without a collar. You're allowed to in senior and masters, but they mandate it for the juniors and the cadets and the sportsmen. All the junior classes need the neck brace, mandatory. Part of your equipment, just like your helmet, just like your suit, just like your gloves and your boots. But in the senior classes, they let you. And so I didn't think it was necessary, and I was like already in a good headspace. But when they waved me over, I was like, oh man, something's wrong. Instead, they just gave me a slightly torn neck brace. And I was like, oh, cool, okay, cool. I'm starting from the back anyway, this is fine. Because it fired me up a little bit, and I was good with it. That one in the heat race, I was not good with. I was not good with that. It was muy frustrando. I was fired up, and it worked out. It worked out. We ended up getting back to the position that we started in and earning each of those spots back. There were a couple that weren't on pace, but a couple of them were. And ended up coming right back up to the back of Mr. Carroll. And good shit, you know? I don't know, I'm calling him Mr. Carroll. His name's Robert. He was right there. I guess I don't know how he likes to go. Like whether he goes by Rob, whether he goes by Robbie, whether he goes by Bob, whether he goes by Robert. I'm sticking with Robert because what's on the sheet. And I appreciate when everybody there calls me Andrew rather than assuming they know me and call me Drew off rip. My friends call me Drew, but you know, don't bro me if you don't know me. We're going out for the final here, and the lap counter is misleading. Like I said earlier, it was a hot day. Hindsight being 2020, shouldn't have ran the camera for qualifying. Should have saved the battery, should have kept it in the cool temp, should have taken it off the mount after the heat race, like I ended up doing after this one. But it didn't fix it altogether. Still didn't fix it altogether. I'm losing faith in these damn GoPros, man, because this is the second one I've had, and the second one that has had this issue, regardless of what I do. There just come certain times where it turns itself off. Not a reboot, just a shutdown. And there's no way for you to know. With the visor cam, it makes a little bit more sense. We got teeny tiny, unswappable, rechargeable batteries. And a pretty high power camera. And no ventilation. And no active fan. But in something like a GoPro, something designed to withstand action conditions, should probably do a better job in the frickin' heat. Green, green, green. Because it's always been the heat that's been the only thing that I could ever isolate it to was, it must be overheated. Because it's never a memory card thing. Like it's worked with, I test them all. They always run for as long as you ask them to until you absolutely need them to be running, and then they decide to shut themselves off. But hey, it is what it is. We go into lap 2. Oh, excuse me. Yike. I didn't lose the bookmark, I was just looking at the timer. We do finish this race. This is not a serious situation. We just don't get the whole footage. I'm debating the Smarty Cam. It's expensive, yes. But if it would actually freaking work every freaking time and I wouldn't have to remember to turn it on and off, that might be worth buying 2 GoPros. And it's basically 2 brand new GoPros. Like top end, top of the line, About $1,000. Makes me sick to think that I might spend $1,000 on a freaking GoPro. But if it is as durable as they say it is, and all of the pieces are as replaceable as they say they are, and it really works in tandem with the motor itself and the Micron itself and all of this, then good. Sold. You know what I mean? I will put it on a payment plan. $250 a month. We'll make it happen. It is getting that frustrating. I gotta be honest. It is getting that frustrating. It's happened a number of times now. But it always works when you, I should turn it on. When you're like here or there about it, when you're like, fine, sure, why not? Then it works. When you're like, I really hope it's working right now. Dude. I think you saw me stretching before the race. I was already beginning to cramp. It's not even lunchtime. Not that I had much. The heat keeps you from getting very hungry. I know that very well from work. I also know what heat exhaustion feels like from work. That's about when we jump back in the truck and get some air, get a drink, and take a breather, and decide whether or not we need to go and do something before we get back to it. That's Worf coming back from his DNF, and he is about to show me where some time is. Because we're holding pretty decent. But we're about to find something. Oh my goodness, the way he just kick-slided it there and didn't lose any speed for it, that's impressive. He's got that thing set up loose. Mine is grippy as can be. He's like, stay with me. I'm like, I'm trying. But no, sir, I did not just make a move on you. That was just me cooking my tires a little bit behind you, trying to keep up. Let's try and crack under 58. Let's get a 57. And so, let it be written. Do it again. Ooh, we got somebody kicking up dust. I'm tapping into the athlete at this point of the weekend. I'm like, holy shit, I'm tired as hell. All right, dig. Like, I'm talking to myself in the helmet at this point. Like, come on. I'm not talking to the cart at this point. I'm talking to me. I am pressing. That's another one. All right, don't let him get away. Holy crap, he just showed us a whole second in 2 laps. Ah, 6/10 from our best, but you know what I mean. Trying not to drift. Good roll. Pretty good roll. Daytona was peaking at 2 Gs, so was the South Hairpin if you did it right. Or at least, I guess the hardest times I took it, I was peaking about 2. God, so much of this track is at such high G. These tires lasting this long is just absurd. Only a 10th off our best, but it seems that we lost the air. Those are our 3 best laps of the day, though. All chasing. Chasing, 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 Mr. Worf. Now, we're going to lose the feed here shortly, but I don't believe much more took place in this race from here on out. It was pretty much hang on tight and ride it out. We'll see on the result card whether or not we got past, but I genuinely don't remember. I think he gaps me for sure, but we're doing better laps now for pretty much the remainder. We're getting chased, but we finish. And I think we hold position. And there we go. All right. So it was a typical length race of 12 laps. There it is. All right. Maxwell got bumped down a couple places by his penalty. That was the one that I thought was like, did he pass me? No, he was a penalty. It got bumped down from further afield. So we hold our position. We get it done. 8th from the heat, from the qualifying. But it was so much more eventful than just that, wasn't it? Looking like we had nothing happen in that race. We started in 8th. We ended in 8th. We started in 8th. We ended in 8th. We'll be back for the afternoon to wrap up the doubleheader weekend with the light class in 206. See you soon.